move a little bit more. Say if anybody's here, say hi. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this nice and centered to where you guys can see it. Make sure it's level. Because you can't pour resin if it's not level. I've learned that the hard way. Okay, so, hello, welcome. I've got my two molds here that I'm going to do some resin stuff on. This is what I'm trying to do a better job on. This is a flower bloom. I've about got it. Move that over, this over for now, because right now I got to mix resin first. That's the first step. Mix my resin up here. Alrighty. And I got 2 new bottles of it actually. I'm going to stir it. I'm going to put my little chicken timer on. Oh, poke through this seal. So, brand new bottle. That's nice. Brand new bottle today. I love a new bottle of resin. Okay. And, oh, let me get my trash can over here, Bobby. Might need it for something there. Okie dokie. Alright, so let's go ahead and pour. And I use a scale, so I do it by weight, not by eyeballing it. And I've got, 2 of these, so let's go 60. So maybe we'll do 30 and 30. Is that going to be enough? No, let's do 40. See what 40 is going to look like here. Almost there, getting there. I'm just doing some measuring. Hey, Green Machine, welcome in. Tina's Vintage for Design. Trying to watch my scale here. Oh, I went a little over 42, so let's do a little more. We'll do 45 then. Just a tad bit more. Doing it in grams here. There we go. That should get me to 45. Yep, there we go. 45. And we're going to seal this back up really, really good. Nice tight thing, so I probably won't be able to get it off without some help. So there's that one. Go ahead and mix the other. Clear it up. Okay. And open up again a new bottle. Nice to have a brand new bottle of resin. I love that. And we're going to go to 45 on it as well. And then we'll mix the two. There we go. Pour, 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 pour. And the key is, which would probably help me, I know is one of them, is the temperature of the resin. I do not have a thermometer. That probably is the next thing I probably should have invested in a while ago, because I've been trying to get the flower blooms and get it figured out, and I think I'm pretty close without using a thermometer. The key is the thickness of the resin. The key is the this white stuff. I'll show you just a minute. Let me just keep on. I'm just about to 45 here. And just a drip more. Drip, 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 drip more. If I breathe on it, it'll probably go to 45, right? Just a drip. Just a drip. There we go. Okay. And again, seal this up real, real good. All right. And move it behind me. I don't need them anymore. Okay. Now I have some disposable sticks here that I will use to measure my stuff in. Let's see. Let's pour this one into here. Get it all out. There we go. And you want to make sure you feel some heat. So since I don't have a thermometer to tell you, because I know it's supposed to be at like 40 degrees or something, I don't know. And like I said, I've been watching some stuff on YouTube, and I've been trying to get this done. It's an expensive hobby to try to do right, considering the price of resin and all of my failed attempts. Okay, stick that in there. This I don't need. Okay, so we are going to stir. I'm going to use my new little cheeky timer here. 1, 2. Let's put it out there. Let's see what that goes for. And we're going to keep our stir in, and we're going to mix. Now, the other things that you need if you're wanting to do any kind of resin flower bloom is, of course, disposable cups. I use disposable sticks. You need your resin. But then for a flower blossom, you need alcohol ink. So it's an alcohol. Well, now it's not sticking. Now it's sticking. It's an alcohol base. So you can't use regular, just, acrylic or the tinting stuff. You have to use alcohol. So right now all I'm doing is I'm just going to pour and see if we can get the effect for it or not. And then I've got a show this evening. I've got my jewelry mystery box again. So it went really great with the Tower of Treasures. So I decided to make up a few epic boxes. It'll start at $5 a box tonight. I believe it's set at 7:30. Go and bookmark my future shows. I've got some knickknack shows. I got some clearance shows, raid trains. I've got some jewelry shows. Hello, Barbara Jean. Hello, Barry. How are you? Thank you for coming in. So this is a flower bloom here. And I've been going for 6 months, I think now, trying to get it right. The one piece of equipment that I probably need is the the temperature thing. But I'm just going to mix it for 3 to 5 minutes. I can let it sit for a second, and I want it to get heated up. After it gets good and heated up, I will pour into my resin molds here. And then we will use alcohol ink to place so the alcohol ink floats on top of the resin. Then we use this stuff here, and we'll mix it up with a little bit of clear resin. And that's what will make our petals. Now, those petals that I have on this back one are not quite perfect. I should have put them in a little earlier than I thought. Again, this is a different brand of resin that I've been using. You can use a torch to get bubbles out. You can use a little metal tool to get bubbles out. I'm just trying to see if I can get this darn flower pattern down or not. My little chickie needs to be cleaned so his timer will keep better. The only problem I have with these are bubbles like to get caught. So I'm trying to think, do I really want to do these or should I just do round ones? I might do round ones because bubbles love to get stuck on those little raised parts right there. Let me get that one. Let me just get the old faithful here. I'll put that there. Okay, and keep on stirring. Like I said, you want to stir for a good 3 to 5 minutes. You don't want it to, which the bubbles we will work out, but it usually is a little cloudy, but you want it mixed up so it's crystal clear. You don't want it to be cloudy at all. Go to the top, get the sides, get the bottoms, scrape around everywhere, make sure it's all, yeah, I can see when I did that, some of it got a little bit cloudy. Come on, chickie. So I don't think I can count on my little chickie timer anymore. He needs to be cleaned up. I guess he's lost his sense of time. Let's go ahead and do this here. Keep on stirring. Keep on stirring. Let it get good and clear. We'll use a torch to get any bubbles out, but it's still cold. It is not warm at all. We want it to get warm. Once it gets warm, I will pour it, wait a minute, and then do the alcohol ink, and then do my lines. I've got my tools to pull for petals. I think I got everything. I got my piping bag. My scissors are next to me. Keep on stirring, because it's not hot at all. Still barely room temperature. Because I'm not too worried about the bubbles right now because I'm pouring in such a thin thing here. See, I'll do a top layer or a bottom layer in black after it cures. So before I pull it, I'll mix up some black and do a black background, I think. I don't know yet. What did I do with that blue color? But I don't know. It's right here. navy blue. Well, let's go navy blue on the outside. And I think I'm going to put black in the center. Then we'll do this purple and then the navy blue. And we'll pull through it. Let's see what happens here. Keep on stirring because, like I said, it is not heated up at all yet. And get all the sides going. Astros, hello. If I'm missing you guys coming in, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to pay attention to this resin because it is full of bubbles, but I'll get those bubbles out once I pour. Right now, I'm more concerned with the good mixed up. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? Welcome in. Say I am mixing resin. We're going to do a flower bloom. I'm getting there. I about got that one. I waited a little too long so that the white stuff, yeah, it didn't, it should, kind of bloom out further than what it is. So we're going to try again today. The one thing I don't have is a temperature gun, to watch the temperature. But just as long as it's heated up, which it's barely started to heat up right now. So I'm just going to continue to stir because it takes about, 3, 4, 5 minutes. And I've been on for just a little bit now to get things going. I do have a show tonight. I got a good mystery box show tonight for jewelry. We did the Tower of Treasure and it went really well. Everybody was real happy. So I went ahead and I'm doing smaller rather than the $10 starts as a $5 start. Great boxes. I only got 10 of them for tonight. So that's at 7:30 this evening. Then I've got some other shows scheduled. I saw it. Oh, good. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, so tonight I've got smaller boxes at $5 starts. So yeah, I think everybody was pretty happy. I try to, like I said, I really want to act like the buyer. If I was buying this, am I going to be happy with this mystery thing? I gave them a chance to exchange once. Now, see, with this one, that's what I gotta figure out. With 10 boxes, that's going to be hard. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the swap out policy thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm not sure yet. Because I know they're good. It's just going to come down to people's styles. So I'm not sure yet. I haven't figured that out. I've got a few hours. It's what, a little 4 o'clock. I got through about 3 hours to figure it out. But if you have time, stop on in and hang out with us. There's never any pressure to purchase. It's just nice to it's just nice to talk to somebody rather than just talking to myself. I'm gonna let this set for just a second and get some of these bubbles to come up to the top so I can pop them. Move my scale out of the way. I don't need it anymore. Alrighty, let's see here. My torch. Big bubble there on top. Okay. And let's see here. It's getting there. Not quite, but it's getting there. Starting to thicken up for me. And scrape the bottom really good here and bring it up to the top. And then we're going to pour into here. Alrighty. See, that's one of the things is I never mixed it. Doing it live is kind of, gets my anxiety going because I'm doing it live and I don't want to mess up. But the way I look at it is I probably would have messed it up anyway. So I'm really trying to get this process down. It's getting thicker, not quite. It's getting there though. And then we'll pour it into the molds. Oh, hey, nice to see you guys. Hey, how are you? This is what I'm trying to do here. That is the most recent, and I waited a little bit too long. I should have done it further. You caught me. um, so see, this one's not quite right either. But this one's got good examples. I made the white too heavy, so it fell to the bottom. But if you see those wispies, that's what it's supposed to look like without the blobbies. So I appreciate the rate. I really do. Thank you so much. So I'm just pouring this. It is. This one's pretty close. It's pretty close. I just don't care so much for the color combination. That yellow just, I don't know. It didn't. really muddy yellow, so I didn't really care for the yellow color. I think I have stuff. Yeah, I do have things, some other art in the store, which as soon as I pour this, I can show you the wall. I do jewelry wall art. I take vintage jewelry that's broken or missing stuff, and I create wall art. I've got flowers and patterns. I love to do custom ones. So people ask me for custom ones. That's a really easy thing to do. You just give me a subject matter. I create it on a board, and I private message you what it what it is without it secured down. And we kind of go back and forth, to when you're happy with it, this and that. Once you're happy, then I secure it all down using the B6000 glue. It dries clear and holds on really, really good. So I love, like I said, love to do custom stuff. I've done animals and flower kinds and rainbows. I've done all sorts of, so I really enjoy doing the custom ones. So but right now I have some that are available that if you would like closer looks at, I will of course show them off here in just a minute. And I really appreciate crafting out the education you gave me on the clay part. I've seen it for a minute or two, but I really never enjoyed into the show. You had a great personality, so I had a really good, entertaining show with you to, be able to learn. I'm trying to see, is this not quite thick enough? I don't think. Still a little thin. Let me keep going. Yeah, it was a great. I mean, you're a great host. Really nice and educational. Didn't mind the questions, things like that. So I've been on Whatnot for a couple of years, and it's like I said, it's got. I'm out of the bed. When I was watching your show, I was in the bed. Yeah, and you kind of got me that little bit of push that I needed to go ahead and not cancel the show. Get up, just go pour a resin coaster, get out of bed because, I've got that. I've got a show later this evening. If anybody, you can use baked clip. This is true. Yeah. And see, I love that millifori or however you say it. I can never say it right. Those glass beads. So your version doing with the clay on a vase or in my resin stuff, that would be so cool. So it's definitely something. I had surgery done on my thumb. There's my, it is healing wonderfully. There's a couple of little bones right here, and what happened is some tendons snapped, and one bone got on top of the other bone. So what the surgeon did was actually go here into my forearm and cut out some tendons and pulled everything back and kind of recreated my thumb. Yeah, it's been about 7 weeks now. It's healing well. I mean, the scar looks great. And I'm not very strong, and I have to be careful. I got to wear a brace most of the time. I'm not wearing my brace right now because I can't take breaks from it. I don't know. See, that's the thing is I have no idea. Just all of a sudden, it first started out with just some pain right here, and then it just got worse and worse and worse, and then all of a sudden, this hump was formed right here, and got the X-rays done, and it's so nothing in particular. It can just happen if you are double jointed, which I am. Makes a difference. It's that being double jointed is actually the worst thing you can have. You are more prone to arthritis. That hyperextension is will give you arthritis. So if you are double jointed anywhere, you're probably double jointed everywhere, like your elbows and your knees and stuff. And the elbow is strange. I didn't realize the technical stuff about double jointing. I just remember, yeah, that would be flexible or whatever. I had some surgery because the bone just wow, disintegrated. I'm autistic. Do you got a tap part? Yeah. See, and I have rheumatoid arthritis. I've caught it soon enough to where I take medication for it. So my joints aren't damaged. I had a hard time learning how to salute. Oh, yeah, I bet because you have to be very, very precise in that. And I kind of, hey Liz, okay, it's starting to get a little thick here. Let me do one thing and then we're gonna go and we're gonna pour. What is that? There, nothing. Okay, we're gonna pour in one, pour in two. Like I said, we'll see. Hopefully this is gonna work out. I'm tired. Say, Liz and I made friends here on Whatnot a while ago, and they yelled at me so much. Oh God. You poor thing. See, I have Whatnot's helped me with my anxiety. I talk to myself all the time, so it's nice to have someone here to listen and talk to. But I have agoraphobia. Me and my mother live together. I'm 40 or about to be 47 in March, and my mother and I live together. She has half the house, I have the other half. But thank goodness for her, because she is the one who goes to the grocery store. See, I'm just gonna burst all those bubbles. Burst all of those bubbles. All right, let me see. See, they're all starting to rise up. Okay, so what I said I was going to do was black dot in the center. Black dot in the center. Okay. Then we're going to go with the purple around it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's going to be a little bit different. It's starting to spread a little faster on me. Come on, one drop there. Okay. All right. And then where is my blues? Oh, Lord, this one's not even open. I got one that's not even open. And I need a pin. Oh, Lord, help it. It's never easy. Where's the pin? I need a pin. Darn, whatchamacallit. There we go. A tack will work. Put the tack on through. The first time I did this, I thought I had to trim the tops. I'm like, why would you trim the top? Just use the damn. There it goes. Okay. Throw it in the trash. All right, let's get the blue out here now. Okay, all the way around it. Oh, crap. You know what I forgot to do? Shit. I'm sorry for the cussing. But see, this is why I knew I'd mess up, is I forgot to mix up the resin for the white stuff. I still forgot to drop some out. So I'm going to have to very quickly, if this is even going to work, mix up a little bit of resin. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. I hope I do. And this is probably where I'm going to mess up at. But that's okay. It's not like I haven't messed it up before. I always forget to put out a little bit into these little cups. There we go. And see, I know I shouldn't be eyeballing it. I should be measuring it, but I just need a little bit of it. And we're going to stir like the dickens here. Mix it up. And get it in this bag. So, I got to let it heat. So please don't harden it yet. Please don't harden up yet. Hopefully, I got enough work time with it still. Because this has got to be mixed up really good here. And it's still cloudy, so I know it's nowhere near. Because I got to do it at least 3 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay, who was it? How's the weather? It's sunny. Everything is melted away. Like I said, we had our dusting of snow. I'm in Georgia. A very, very little dust of snow yesterday. And it's a little bit messy out there in some spots, but it's basically all gone. Yeah, basically all gone. Nothing to it now. All right, I gotta keep on stirring here. I need to go at least another minute of stirring. Ugh. I'm getting it good and stirred up, that's for sure. The good thing is this is going to have that white in there, and Lord help it, I might have to put some more alcohol ink. Let me get that sitting here. Let me see here. Let's see, is it still spreading? Yeah, still spreading. Still spreading. Hopefully it'll keep on spreading. It's starting to get hard, I can already tell. Because it's sitting really close to the top. Okay, let me put in some of this white. See, this is about to be a quick, fast one here, guys, because of me being silly and not, let's see, I just need a little drop of this stuff here, and another little drop of this stuff here. Okay, now this white here, let me get it stirred up and poured into the bag really, really quickly. And we'll see if we can try and make some petals. If this turns out, it'll be wild. Okay, it's got enough white in there. Okay, so let's see how we can do it now. All right, let's pour it into the bag. And get the paddle side here. And get it all into my little bag here. And the reason I need it in the bag is we're going to draw some circles and hope and hope and hope and hope and hope that this is going to work out. And that I didn't just create some tie-dyed coasters because of forgetting to do this stuff here. Okay. Alrighty. How did a label get in there? That's not supposed to be in there. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do this number here. And get it all up tight on that. Okay. And the bag. Okay. Now I need to cut a little tip off here. I need a paper towel right here. This can go in the trash. Okay. I know I'm going really quick and I'm so sorry. You got 6 inches? Oh my goodness. You get a little snippy roo here. If these damn scissors will work. There it goes. Okay. And let me see here. It's pretty liquidy still. I'll see if it's going to work or not. Let's start and pull this one here. I think it looks like it's going to spread, but we'll find out in a minute here. It's hard to do 2 of them, but it's almost not worth it just to do 1. Let's see if I can get some drops in here for the center, which my center has moved. Anyway, I thought the table was level, but I guess it's not level. So you don't need much of it. You know, little goes a long way. All right, now where's my stick? Now, all right, first you got to come in. 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 Won't do it. In. In. Let's go a little bit more in. All right, let's go ahead and do these in. In. And you don't want to touch the bottom of the mold. That's part of the hardest thing. Is if you touch the bottom, then you don't get that floating effect. But we're going to go in first, and then we're going to come back and go out so we can get good petals. All right, so I went in. So now we got to come out, 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 out. See, Liz has watched me do these before, and what I learned here recently is I need to go both directions. I was only going one direction. Swirl the middle. I was only going one direction. So I came in. So now we got to go out, out, out. So that was part of my problem, that I wasn't able to get the whole bloom, was not doing it in and out. And when I mean in and out, pulling it in different directions. Let's see, this one here, just don't. That one's going to look a little different. But I don't know. I think my table's crooked. That's part of it. It's definitely starting here. I'll put you a little bit closer. Let me get some of this stuff out of my way so I don't get myself all sticky. And I'll show you what I mean. Here, let me get this glove off. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So that white that I poured in there, you see those layers? It's going, as it dries, it's going to fan. You are too, well, but it's starting to fan out. And as it dries, it's going to feather and feather and feather and feather more. So I think that I could do better if I invested a little more money in my ink. I use, the cheapest ink that I can. And I swear this table was level. Okay. It's off a little bit now. I guess because I put this tray thing on there. It needed to go a little higher in the back because I put this right here. But see, I can't really go and move it now. But I'll let this dry. And then I will go, I might do a white background instead of the black. So pour just regular ink in after it dries after a few hours and put white on it. Let it sit overnight. And then the next, not tonight's show, but the next show, whenever it is, I will pop it out and see. Each time I do this, I learn. Number one is I got to remember to put some clear and not, have, which it looks like it's going to work, but I need to have it all out of the same batch and not have to remix a little bit just for that white stuff. So let me just wipe the resin off my scissors so it doesn't get on there. And then I will show you guys the wall as well of the stuff. Like I said, if you would like a, a custom done, all you gotta do is let me know. Say we're talking, it just depends on what you want. $25 to $50. It doesn't. It just kind of. I mean, I've done them up in the hundreds, but that was a different request. So, yeah, I can do at very, very good prices for you guys because I do it to make myself get out of bed. And the only way I do that is if you guys help me out by making me do something and just coming on here. Man, I wonder what would happen if I put a little blue right here. Because I hate that clear drop right there. This, I'm just totally testing to see what's going to happen here. Just because I don't like it having the clear. It's probably going to push that stuff back, but that's okay. It's okay. We're playing, right? The biggest thing is time management. Let's see what that looks like here now. And then what if I pull on it again? See, I'm leaving this one alone. I'm going to leave that one alone. But this one here, what happens if you do a double pull? Because I have seen some that have like double layers. And I don't know if there's a certain technique. But I'm going to leave that one alone because, see, that one's starting to feather out right. It's just, I guess I need to put more ink in there. Let's see how it's starting to push and feather out. Because what we're looking at is actually the bottom. You won't see the true thing until you pop it out. And so here, make sure you see. But see how everything is floating? There's just that clear layer. Everything has to float on the top. So that's the trick, is you have to know, or not know, but luck out and get the ratio correct on how, because I literally, like, I'm talking the size of a toothpick head. 2 tiny little drops is all you need. And like I said, that one I probably just messed up, but that's okay. We're just gonna have it be funky. We'll just have a funky one. Um, I might try to do another one in one of these here too, and do mix up just a smaller amount of resin. I wish I could figure out how to get these to work because bubbles hide in these. This is raised up on the mold here. I would have to put a very, very thin layer of resin, hit it with the torch, then pour some more, hit it with the torch, I think. I might try that. Might try that. Why not, right? And again, don't forget tonight's show, guys. Is at 7:30. Mystery boxes. We had a really successful the Tower of Treasures. Um, yesterday? It was yesterday, day before. It was a lot of fun. I wonder what would happen if I do that. Let's see. Why not? Where's the cup? Let me get a cup here. I'm just going to do one and see if that would get rid of the bubbles or not. Scale. And scale. Because I just want to. Creator because that was God telling me to get off or something here.